Yeah, you were having a good day, right? Up until now, you were having a good day, and then you clicked on this video, and I will screw up decades of knowledge, of calibers, of stopping power, of the best one being this or that. Yeah, I will just screw all of that for you and ruin the fun of debating and talking about these things, because at the end of the day, as we've said so many times before, it does not matter. Anything that you shoot from a gun will kind of do the same thing in terms of stopping power, in terms of one-shot stop, incapacitation. It is all about where you hit. So, if you don't want to waste any more time, let me make this super short for you folks. It is just go with 9mm, good ammo, buy something that is quality, mostly in terms of reliability, and I would suggest going with Jack and Hollow Point, Gold Dot, anything else, critical duty, whatever the hell it is. 9mm is all you need. Even 22 will get the job done. Oh, you have no idea? Yes, I do. I do know what I'm talking about, and it sucks. It sucks. Yes, because I was like you. I love the idea of, no, but I have my Glock in 357 SIG. You know, 357 SIG is like a 357 Magnum. You know, it's like this thing, but in a Glock. Fuck yeah, man, that is awesome. You know how accurate that is? How powerful it is? The stopping power you have with that thing? Yeah. It is all damn the same thing. It does not matter. Whatever is unless you're shooting with a shotgun with buckshot or a rifle, it is all kind of the same thing. And if you want to get depressed, well, the best one of them all seems to be 32 ACP. Yeah, that is the one that has the actual incapacitation by one shot. The best one is 32. Makes no sense, right? Does it? Of course not. So yeah, the super short version is just go with 9mm. If 9mm is too much, just go with a 22. You will not lose anything in terms of your one-shot stop capability. Nothing significant in terms of the statistics. And by the way, guys, I'm going here with the work of Greg Elfrets, who analyzed over 1,800 shooting incidents over 20 years, recording the different calibers used, how effective was it, one-shot stops, what failed, in what percentage, fatality rates, and all of that cool stuff. Well, this is a number that he came up with. This is the number. This is the final conclusion, right? Up until the point where he had to write an article using 22 for self-defense, because statistically doesn't make a big difference. So, what is it that I'm talking about here? Actually incapacitated by one-shot stop, torso or head with 22, 60%. Actual incapacitated by one-shot torso or head with 9mm, 47%. Actual incapacitation with one-shot torso head with a fucking 44 Magnum, that is gonna be less than 22, 53%. Go fuck yourself. You know, who likes those numbers? No one likes those numbers. So calm down. Get your panties. Get them all out of your crack, and take a chill pill or have some little bit of tea. And let's analyze this crap, okay? Let's find conclusions here that don't make us question our entire reality. And by the way, before we go on with the video, if you want to learn more about all of this stuff, which I strongly suggest you do, you have the channel with a ton of information. For this stuff, I recommend Street Survival Skills, where I cover quite a bit about it, especially the parts that matter in terms of how you use your tools for self-defense and so on, proper tactics, the kind of things you learn in classes, as well as surviving the economic collapse. I suggest you get these two books, which you have in the links there below, available in Amazon. You really don't need anything beyond 9mm. If you want to go with a 357 Magnum, like the one I have here on my desk, by all means. But if you're like, no, I'd rather go with 40 Smith & Wesson, because 40 is where it's really at. No, it's not. Doesn't make a damn difference. 47% versus 52%. Percent of hits that were fatal, 25% with 40, 24% with 9mm. Number of rounds needed to incapacitate someone with 40, that's 2.36. With 9mm, that's 2.45. No matter what way you want to cut this thing, one shot stop 45, one shot stop with 9mm. That's 34. Wow, that is awesome, right? Well, no, because when I look at 22, one shot stop is 31, and actual incapacitated by one shot stop torso or head is 60%, which is more than 40, which only can be explained by accepting that it does not matter. It only matters where you hit, if it's the torso or the head, and that's basically it. And then it's about human psychology. It's about the lack of will to keep on fighting. Because in the enormous majority of these cases where 9mm was used, what was it? Of course, police shootings. Someone that will not go down. Someone that is very likely going to commit suicide by cop. They will just start fucking shooting at it, and until they're gunned down, they will not stop. On the other hand, who uses 22 for self-defense? Well, that's going to be in your home. That's going to be someone that hasn't got anything better than a fucking 22. That's the guy using a 22. And you know what happens when someone breaks into that guy's house? He uses their fucking gun. And you know what happens when someone gets shot? They don't want to get shot again. That's the only logical conclusion, because if not, it does not make sense that a 22 has actually incapacitated one-shot stops better numbers than a 40 Smith & Wesson, than your 9mm, or your damn 44 Magnum. Makes no damn sense. The only logical conclusion is that when someone got shot when breaking in, they decided to stop fighting. They just gave up, they went down, they did not want to get shot again, which makes all the sense in the world. It makes perfect sense. It is the complexity of the human mind that you have to analyze here. Good luck with that. Good luck with analyzing the difference between the crackhead that decided to just go at it with the cops and start shooting until he gets gunned down, and that throws the numbers of 9mm through the roof. This just kills your 9mm numbers in terms of the amount of rounds. How many average number of rounds until incapacitation? 2.45 for 9mm. 1.38 for 22. Damn it. Almost twice as much rounds needed to incapacitate someone with 22 than with 9mm. 44 Magnum, 1.7. Still worse than 22 long rifle. Doesn't make any sense, because it doesn't. If you want to look at number of hits that were fatal, 24% for 9mm, 26% for 44 Magnum, and well, 34% for 22. Yeah, why? Well, does this make any sense? Number of hits that were fatal, 34% with 22, 24% with 9mm. I can only explain that by, again, the kind of people that use these things. It's a cop. Cop shoots someone, immediately calls for an ambulance. That's going to be very different from someone in a house, maybe out in the suburbs, maybe out in the sticks. Someone gets shot. Eventually I calm down. Eventually I call an ambulance. And usually it's going to be that they respond to cops a lot faster. So that's why I see a better survival rate for damn 9mm and 44 Magnum than 22. Right? Now, if you want to feel just a little bit better, right? If you want to feel a little bit better, average, let's look at percentage of people who were not incapacitated. Not incapacitated. 31% with 22. All right. That sucks. 30% of people that were shot were not incapacitated. That's still a big number. That guy needs to get shot again. All right. So 31%. Percentage of people who were not incapacitated. 13%. Okay. So now we're talking. It's almost 3 times more likely that 22 is not going to incapacitate whoever is getting shot at with it. Percentage of people who were incapacitated with a 44 Magnum, 13%. Yeah, that's actually very close to what happens with 9 or 40. 357 Magnum, percentage of people who were not incapacitated, 9%. Fucking 357 SIG, man. It has some of the best numbers, right? It's not going to be as good as 22, but honestly, seriously, in the terms of numbers, it is a damn effective round, 357 Magnum or SIG, which are both accounted for here. But other than that, it's all about where you hit. That's all that matters. It makes no sense. This is when you realize that 40, 45, 350, all of these things, it's just marketing. It's just marketing. I don't like admitting it any more than you do. I like guns. I like different calibers. I have, I've always liked, but also being honest, I standardize around 9mm in this stuff. Revolvers 357 Magnum, pistols 9mm. That's all you really need. Oh, but what if I'm in bear country? Fuck it. Same thing applies. Have you seen the numbers? Have you honestly seen the numbers of how effective is 9mm, 45, 40, 357, 44? Fucking doesn't matter. It's the same thing with it's the same thing with bears. We saw the video of that guy recently that shot a brown bear in damn Alaska. The guy is an Alaskan guide. He's not just some schmuck that was just got caught by a bear. No, he's a guy living in Alaska, working as a guide, and he went with 9mm because he liked the numbers of the 9mm buffalo boar ammo that was sent his way for testing. And he shot a brown bear. Shot the bear. He didn't mag dump. He didn't put like 5 rounds on the damn bear. No, he was like, boom, all right, assess. Boom, assess. Boom, assess. And every time he shot the bear, which was, by the way, on top of 2 friends of his that could have easily mauled to pieces, the bear, when getting shot, was like, fuck. Do you think the bear likes getting shot with 9mm? Let me know in the comments. Do you think bears like getting shot at with anything? Hell no. You think bears are stupid? Shooting it with a fucking 9mm. Do you have any idea? So the bear, every time he was shot, he was biting at the wound, which is typical reaction for animals like bears. Other animals will just take off immediately, run away. But the bear was like, hell, you're shooting at me, asshole. Biting the wound again. And then he said, I don't want to get shot anymore. And he started moving away. And he dropped dead. Dropped dead with 3-4 rounds from 9mm. Brown bear. Big ass brown bear. Yeah, look at the numbers. 9mm works perfectly well for bear as well. And if you take into account how much more capacity you have, how much likely you are to shoot faster, then go with the damn 9mm for bear too, because there's no point in you having anything else. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I've been packing a 44 Magnum because I live it. I don't give a fuck. The numbers are what they are. And the numbers say that just like with people, 9mm is all you need. Shoot it a bunch of times. Got yourself a Glock 19. You have 15 rounds of 9mm. Good ammo. Yeah, that bear is fucked. Whatever animal it is done. You shoot 3, 4, 5 rounds of 9mm. If you hit where it matters, especially if you hit where it is dead. What do you expect to happen to a living creature when you shoot 9mm at it? It will fucking die. All right? So, doesn't matter if it's bears, doesn't matter if it's people. The only thing that can give you a little bit of peace of mind, of not feeling that you wasted your life debating online about cartridges and this and that is that thing over there. Shotguns with buckshot. Yeah, that shit makes a difference. That's 65% fatality rate. That is 84% one shot stop, head, torso. Actual incapacitated by one shot, head or torso, fucking 86%. Yeah, buckshot matters. Buckshot makes a big difference. Rifles, almost as much. Kind of there too. But buckshot, double aught buck is where you have a difference. But then when it's handguns, there's no difference, man. I'm sorry to break it to you, but the more I see this, and these are the numbers. These are the things that should matter. These are the numbers. You don't like the numbers. Why do you like it? Okay, you don't like the numbers. You don't like the 1,800 incidents studied by our friend here over 20 years as a cop and gathering data. All right, you don't like that. I get it. Let me know this. Do me this favor. Write it down in the comments below. Let me know. How many people do you actually know that because they use a 22 long rifle or a 32 or a 380 or whatever you consider to be less ideal than 9mm, let me know how many people you know of that just because they use a 22 long rifle, they're not here anymore. Because it just failed. They shot a home invader and the shot was, oh, fuck, that's just 22. That does nothing to me. And he went and shot with whatever caliber he had, whatever gun he had. How many of those? I don't know of a single one, man. So it's not even anecdotal that it can tell you, yeah, that guy, he fucked up when he defended himself with 22. No, there is none of that. Again, I'm not saying there's not one incident, some case, right? It may well be. Statistically, the numbers are what they are. They fuck everything we know about, stopping power and this latest, coolest round or that, or the FBI adopting this, or going back to that, or no, I'm going with the 357 SIG, like I like, and so on. For so many years, I'm a 357 SIG guy in Glock. Fuck yeah. That's a serious round. Yeah, sure it is. But statistically speaking, it's no different from 9mm or 22, if you want to go that way. Let me know in the comments. Oh, you have no idea, Fernando. I know of this guy that used 22 to defend himself, and he shot the guy a couple times in the chest, and it did nothing, and the guy shot back, and he died. He died because he had the wrong gun. If that happened, most likely he died because he did not hit where it made a difference. Because the only solid conclusion you can reach out of all of this, the only thing that makes any sense is that it only matters where you hit. Center of mass, face, 22, 9mm or 44 Magnum will get the job done. Oh yeah, I saw the video of the Argentine grandpa that shot that asshole with a 357 Magnum, shot him through the window of his car, and that kid went down fucking fast. Yeah, he shot. Yeah, no shit. He got shot in the damn face with a 357 Magnum. Of course he went down. Do you think it would have been any different with 9mm? You get shot in the face with 9mm, you're just gonna be, oh yeah, I'm fine. 22, man, I don't know. You think you get shot in the face? I will give you this: shooting through a window. Yeah, 357 Magnum is gonna be giving me a lot more peace of mind than shooting through a window with 22. That's why I don't carry a fucking 22. That's why my guns are 357 Magnum and 9mm, right? So yeah, I get it. I'm not gonna, but if the only thing you're comfortable with is a 22, go with a fucking 22. Statistically speaking, it's gonna be just as good as anything else. Statistically speaking, that's how it goes. Personally, I will go with 9mm. I think it makes all the sense in the world. So, wrapping this thing up, 9mm quality ammunition, jacket hollow point of a reliable manufacturer that makes good shit. That's it. That is it. Anything else you wanna lose your time over, waste money with this and that? No, I'm testing. Okay, do whatever you want, but don't fool yourself into thinking that any of that matters a goddamn bit. It does not. It only matters where you hit. That's all that matters, right? As long as you do that, the numbers are what they are, man. I know that it's not what you would like to see, but it is what it is, right? I really would have liked to break it down by individual bullet type, but I didn't have enough data point to reach a level of statistical significance. Getting accurate data, nearly 1,800 shootings was hard work. I couldn't imagine breaking it down further than I did here. I also believe that the data from 25, 32, and 44 Magnum should be viewed with suspicion. Simply don't have enough data in comparison to other calibers to draw an accurate comparison. I reported the data I have, but I really don't believe that 32 ACP incapacitates people at a higher rate than 45 ACP. He does not even like his own data. I get it. No one likes this data because this data is bitch slapping us in the face of everything that we hold close to our hearts. But I'm more objective than that. Yeah, I get it. I get it that 32 ACP is not the end-all, best-all around. I get it that 32 ACP is probably the kind of thing that people that carry guns when concealed carry will go for. I also believe that 32 ACP is the kind of caliber that people will pay particularly close attention in getting good quality jacket hollow point ammunition. Maybe some nice gold out in 32. And you know what? 32 is not bad at all. It is not bad at all. The kind of ammunition being used, the kind of scenario in which these pocket 32s end up being used, the psychology of how this ends up being used, people that did not expect to get shot, and all of a sudden, someone that plays an accurate shot with 32, yeah, it fucks up your numbers. Because again, the only thing that matters is where you hit. All right, guys, that's going to be all for now. See you in the next video. Take care.